Laurence, very specific thing. You don't shy away from all the controversies and the arguments going around on social media, and not just social media. But just if you had to pick one person that you really admired in the current scene, cultural, political, the whole world, who would it be?
I am really fascinated by this guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, in America. Swamy, I think his name is. Who's the Republican candidate. He's thrown his hat into a very, very difficult race. But this is the great thing about America. They have primaries and people can come out of nowhere, as Trump did in 16, to really come somewhere. And he's very, very anti-woke. Yeah. He's young. DeSantis is great and all this stuff, but he's young and he represents something that I think America is really struggling with, this idea of Trump, and and I think there's tiredness all round. And as much as I think Trump is done as much for American politics as Nigel Farage has done for British politics, I wonder, and I sort of imagine the idea of what would happen if we got a new generation of Republicans. So sort of Vivek and a Tulsi Gabbard running together. Wouldn't that be fantastic to sort of have that kind of more dynamic, youthful, newer thing, instead of having, Trump is in fine mind, but you look at Joe Biden, the man is very late, very late in life and in cognitive ability, and I just wonder what it would be like to have someone going, let's make this country.
Yes, but why not therefore DeSantis, say?
Because I think Vivek is smarter than DeSantis, if I'm honest. I think his answer on foreign policy was absolutely brilliant compared to DeSantis. When DeSantis was asked what he was going to do with Ukraine, his answer was not nearly as good as Vivek's. Vivek was brilliant on it, and he's obviously just very, very, very bright. And DeSantis essentially is really on the Trumpist, side. And do we want a world where we're all at war with our enemy? Social media creates it. You have to have an opinion, and that opinion puts you on a side, and that side pits you against that person. I wonder if actually we're in a place in society, in our culture, where we now need to genuinely start trying to come together a bit more and not seeing the middle as some disgusting, horrible thing, and getting points and point scoring from proving how right-wing you can be or how left-wing you can be. But I just fully support, I love the fact that the Republican Party in America have a big number of choices for who could be their candidate for the leadership, whereas the Democrat Party have no one, not a soul.
I find it actually hard to even look at Biden, I'm afraid. I think he's repellent, actually, and some of the things he said is quite unbelievable for a president to say. Okay, people you hate, who do you really despise? Or it could be a class of people.
Yeah, I'm trying, because it's really important, I think, not to hate people. I think it's really crucial not to. I don't think it benefits you in any way. I was talking to Peter Boghossian, the philosopher, the other day, and he said to me, you're never ever going to succeed in an argument against these people unless you genuinely believe that their views are sincere to them and that they believe them from the most truthful, meaningful way, which is a really difficult thing to do. But taxi drivers...
I can't believe that they are.
I know.
Do you know? But I think they don't believe a lot of it.
As a thought exercise, it's really worth, I think it's healthy for our hearts to try, but I also, I completely agree with you, they're a bunch of complete beeps. Yeah. Anyway, for me, my view on this would be, as a taxi driver said to me the other day, he said this exact word, he said, I find it really hard to hate anyone, but if I do hate anyone, it's Sadiq Khan. I find him to be the most pernicious little ideologue, doing everything in the name of salvation while taxing people. All he does is divide. He never tries to unite. I think he hates white people. I think he utterly despises white people, actually, Sadiq Khan, unless you happen to fit into one of his woke identity intersections. I think he's destroyed this city. I think he's made it impossible to travel around. I think he's made life unaffordable. I think he doesn't take any pride in anything that we do, and I think he's utterly unidentified and taken away the magic that made this city so wonderful. So I don't hate him, but seeing the back of Sadiq Khan wouldn't make me lose any sleep, put it that way.
He's or could be here for another term, apparently.
I hope
he's trying for a third term.
There's a very cunning plan afoot to make sure that doesn't happen.
Thank you very much, Laurence. Thanks. Laurence Fox, thank you.